Few people get a chance to go to space. Even fewer have been there for almost a year.
The astronaut holding the U.S. record for longest number of days in space is in Cincinnati tonight. Angela Ingram was one of the people he inspired.
After a year in space, astronaut Scott Kelly says it's great to be any place with gravity, and a crowd in Cincinnati was happy to spend the time with him. The Navy veteran and fighter pilot spoke at Walnut Hills High School to a captive audience.
Oh, I'm as excited as everybody else. This is the first astronaut I've actually met in person. I've, idolized John Glenn and Neil Armstrong, but to actually meet him.
Dean Regas with the Cincinnati Observatory moderated the event. Kelly talked about the effects of being in space for 340 days on the human body. He holds the American record for consecutive days spent in space, and while he was there, Kelly's identical twin brother Mark remained on Earth.
Microgravity the effects are bone loss, muscle loss. There's some effects on our vision that we're trying to understand.
Adults were fascinated, and children in the audience hung on every word.
You said, on the outside it looks slow takeoff, but it's actually, on the inside it's like, whoa, we're taking off, we're going fast.
And I think it's interesting being up there for a year and then coming down. It must be weird not floating.
Engage with them and have a program, a robust space program that captures their imagination. Hopefully the 2 books I wrote will help a little bit.
Kelly's new book is called Endurance. It's not just about having to endure a year in space, but also about having the endurance to push through life. And An Evening with a Star inspired the youngest in the crowd to reach for the stars.
You don't have to be good at something or like school. Put your mind to something, take steps, you can do it.
In Walnut Hills, Angela Ingram, Local 12 News.
NASA says Kelly grew 2 inches during his time aboard the International Space Station. Since he's back down here with the rest of us, he shrunk back down to his normal height.
That is so weird.